Okay, Blue.
Yeah.
We're going outside, yeah?
Yeah.
Out of the magic window.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me go first.
Okay.
That goes onto our roof.
Yeah.
Awesome little seat there for me to sit and watch all the world go by. It's actually, this actually comes out of Oliver's bedroom, but we're trusting him to be sensible. I'm going to build a little fence here because it just kind of goes off the edge. I'll build a little fence at the end there and I'll trust him to be sensible. Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
And you know that you're not allowed to come up here alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you this. Look at the views. It's amazing. Love it. And here's our huge old terracotta roof.
Yeah.
You stay here, Blue, yeah? You watch me from here.
Yeah.
Blue and I just made a... Now I'm walking up the roof, taking care. I fell through a roof like this when I first came to Tuscany 6 years ago. I was helping a friend to build a bit of an eco-village. And they'd removed the lintels from the windows, and so I was warned, don't walk above the windows. And I just forgot about where I was. We were removing tiles. I forgot about where I was and I stepped above the window and I went straight through it, broke my neck. So I'm ultra cautious now when I'm going on these old roofs. But I wanted to show you something. We've got this little hatchway at the top of our house.
Yeah.
Haven't we, Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this little hatchway just goes into a little room there. They maybe would have had pigeons in it. A lot of these old houses had columbayos, I think it's pronounced. It's where they used to keep pigeons. Presumably they used to rear the pigeons and eat them, and feed them and eat them like they would chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. And but when I saw this space here, I thought, wow, that's perfect for our spirit bird to nest in. We've had a special relationship with barn owls ever since Deborah and I got together, and I'll tell the story very quickly. When we were on the Isle of Mull, we met on the Isle of Mull and we had this big romance, and then Deborah went back to where she was living in Milano, and then went back to Florence and was talking with her friends, and she was like, don't know what to do, I've met this man, and she was driving home one night shortly after arriving back. She was driving home on a little scooter, and a barn owl drifted across the road in front of her and landed on this little shed. I was living in a shed at the time, and so she saw this as a sign because she knew that I love birds and especially owls, and because it landed on this little shed, it reminded her of where she'd been living for the last couple of weeks with me. So she saw it as a sign. She came back to see me. She was telling me this story in the woods in Aris Park at Tobermory on Mull, and suddenly a barn owl screeched in the woods nearby. It was just going dark, and so we were like, wow, that's amazing. It's confirmation from the barn owl here. And then we drove home and a barn owl flew across in front of the car, and we were just like blown away. We were like, okay, because it's not every day you see a barn owl. And so we saw this as a sign. We were like, this is our spirit guide. And ever since, we've been finding barn owl feathers. And actually, it's one of the things that confirmed Oliver's name is that we were sitting at the base of an olive tree when Deborah was heavily pregnant, and there was a barn owl feather, perfect, beautiful barn owl feather, just lying there where we sat down. And so we were like, okay, that's confirmation that Oliver was going to be his name. And so when we saw this hole here at the top of our house, we were like, okay, we've got to build a nest box for the barn owl. So I've just been doing that now. Cut some green pieces of ash in the woods and found the barn owls can fly in here. And I found that plastic box. I found it in the house. It was used, I think, with lights in it to grow plants. Maybe, well, I don't know, maybe ganja. That's the first thing that came to my mind. It was somebody who was growing ganja in there, or seedlings or something. It had a light in it, and it's got fans in it. And anyway, it's perfect. I saw it, and it already has this hole in it because it had a fan. And so I thought, wow, that's the perfect barn owl box. And also you can open it. You can look into it. You can also open it if you wanted to ring the chicks or whatever. And so I just put that in there. I kind of semi-hung it from the ceiling, and then also resting it in a couple of these boxes. And I built this perch in so that they can just fly in here, land on the perch, and then just jump into the skip, just hop onto the hole and go in. But that box is like a barn owl hotel. It's going to be paradise for them. And inside here, there's already lots of old pellets, old owl pellets. The floor is covered with them. Loads of little mouse bones and skulls and old pellets. So I scooped up all that debris and moss, etc. And I put a good couple of inches on the bottom of the box for them to make a scrape, to make a bit of a nest in. So we'll see. So we will see. It's January now. January now. No, it's February. It's just gone into February. We're the 3rd of February or something now. And so we'll see. Hopefully, I've put that up in enough time. We can get some barn owls nesting in there this year. Also, tawny owls will go into a box like that in an old house like this. So we'll see. And we're hoping that they're not going to be too noisy, because that roof in there is basically the roof of our kitchen. So if we've got barn owls nesting in there, the babies can be quite noisy, screeching away and stuff. So maybe we'll only tolerate them for 1 year, and then we'll have to find somewhere in the actual barn to put a box, because maybe they're just a bit too noisy. But we'll see. It'd be awesome if we get barn owls nesting there. I just wanted to share that with everybody. Another beautiful little project finished here in our house. I wanted to get it done quickly so that the birds have got plenty of time to find it before the nesting season. Anyway, beautiful day here. Another stunning day. Bellissimo. Very happy in our new house, in our new, very old house. A lot of work though, gosh. We've got a lot of painting coming up. Ciao.